Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another beer reviews. Once again, carrying on with Jens beers after a little short break for the Oktoberfest. Today we have a beer from Riedenburger Brauhaus in Bavaria. This is Dolden Süd, which I think means Golden South. And this is a Bavarian India Pale Ale, 55 international bittering units. I think it says this is batch number 8. And it's got some very funky guys on elephants on the side of it, I can tell you that much. I'm liking the bottling on this one. I had a look on the website really quickly, and kind of in my pidgin German, as much as I can read from it, they seem to do a lot of organic beers in this Brauhaus in Bavaria, and the beers are Reinheitsgebot, which is, I think is what it says here, brewed with Reinheitsgebot, the German beer purity laws. Only malt, water, yeast and hops used in beers. Notice how I did that German then, you see? German style with the fingers, that's my grandma for you. And on the back here, from what I can tell, it says 19th century, British India, an Englishman sits on dry land, beer must go. Problem, beer's not good at sea, but it's not seasick. Solution, more alcohol, more hops, and I'm not sure what Verduna means. Anyway, a little bit on the back there, a little bit about the history of the IPA, as far as I can tell. 21st century, brewmeister sends his 2 sons into the world. Must find a new beer. They find an old IPA, make a new IPA, tastes good, all's organic, everyone's happy, and cheers everyone, which sounds pretty good indeed. So this is 6.5%, clocking 6.5%. As far as I can tell, this is probably an English style IPA, or a Bavarian style IPA, who knows? Let's give it a shot anyway, let's crack it on open. 6.5%, nice healthy ABV, which I always like for an IPA, using my IPA glass. Let's see if I can get a ridiculously big head as I normally do when I use this glass. Ah, this one's pouring out a little bit better. It's not as ridiculous. It still is pretty damn ridiculous though. Okay, cool. A lovely IPA colour. You've got that nice coppery colour going on. A little bit brighter than some other ones of this percentage. A little bit more straw coloured, I should say, but still a lovely apricot copper colour. Nice, nice, nice. Really tight bubbles at the bottom, leading up to some big, big bubbles. Kind of a complex looking head there. Really quite sudsy at the top actually. Not in a bad way. Alright, cool, let's get our nose in there and give it a smell. Oh, actually, having said English style IPA, I can smell a ton of citrus, like really grapefruity actually. Grapefruit and spice, and maybe a little bit of grass in it as well. But there's a lot more fruity esters, also fruity hop smells in this than I probably expect to find in an English style IPA. So this is probably no variation on it. I would hazard a guess at. So interesting. The smell's not what I was expecting, but it still smells really nice. Lovely pungent aroma. Yeah, it smells bro. Okay, cheers everybody. Well, first thing that hit me actually is there's quite an alcoholic kick through the nose. You get a waft of warming alcohol. It certainly has a very sweet malt profile. Nice bits of layers of toffee and caramel, maybe a little bit of biscuit in it too. So in terms of the malt body, it's certainly got a little bit more of the kind of sweeter IPA style that you will probably describe as English, a more balanced, slightly sweeter IPA. It's got a very distinct bitterness. 55 IBUs is not tremendously high, but it seems to be it seems to punch quite well above its weight actually. Those 55 IBUs are being used to full force, so it's a nice strong bitterness, and it does last a very nice long time. There's great body on this. Nice level of carbonation as well. And there's also quite a lot of the peachy flavours and also woody and spicy sort of herbal notes too. Definitely a lot of citrus in this one, more than I was expecting, but you do get like an earthy and woody flavour too. Particularly afterwards, I'm getting more and more of a biscuit malt flavour, and more of the grass and earthy tones as well. So actually it's quite a complex beer, because as you can probably tell, it's got a nice lovely sweet beginning and a nice strong bitterness, these citral notes, and then afterwards it kind of develops a bit more, and you get more of a, you definitely get a lot more biscuity flavour, a lot more of a sort of traditional English IPA sort kind of flavour. I don't know whether I'm trying to pull it out or not, but I can taste that, and the hop flavour develops more from a citral point of view, and heads more towards spiciness and towards grassiness. Sorry, I should say more earthiness. It's not grassy. Grassy's too light. So it's more of an earthy flavour. So actually, this is I usually have a hard time with English style IPAs because they just seem to be a slightly stronger version of an English best bitter, really. But this one punches, gives a little bit of an extra added twist to a very traditional style. I do like this one a lot, actually. I do like this one a lot. It's this is one of the best English IPAs I've had, and this one comes from Germany. Yeah, this is really nice actually. In terms of rating, it's still not absolutely gonna get killer knockout rating, because these styles of beers just don't seem to crack with me much. But I think this is an 8.5. This is one of the best English IPAs I've tried for a long time. I just think the English IPA as a style is probably getting a little bit archaic. More modern styles of beer, just they have so much more flavour to it than old style English IPAs. They almost just, English style IPAs almost seem to, like I said, just be slightly more alcoholic versions of more balanced, lighter percentage beers. I know that fits into its marketing, that fits into its own little niche, but it just ain't for me really. I prefer my IPAs just have so much more hop kicking power. But yeah, this is lovely, really well done, Riedenburger Brauhaus. All organic as well, which is always a nice thing to see as well. We like organic. Organic is much more the way to go, so why the heck not? Is this actually bottle conditioned? No, I don't think it is, but that's cool. Still, I'm guessing it's probably, well, it's going to have to be filtered and then probably carbonated in the bottle. But that might be an interesting way of them going forward, is if you're going to go organic, then you might as well go fully organic and have bottle conditioning. Still, lovely IPA. It's great. God, and if you can find it, then grab a bottle. This beer seems completely separate from the rest of their ranges and lines. They seem to have a lot more wheat beers than they do anything else, and this one seems to be a very special edition one. So once again, thank you, Jens, for finding me an interesting beer. But yeah, this is nice. I'm enjoying this one a lot. So until the next beer review, thank you everybody for watching. Comment, like, favourite and subscribe as always, and cheers.